You know, in every sport, there are legends, the pioneers, the people who laid the groundwork for everyone else. But what happens when the very world they helped build seems to just move on without them? Today, we're going to dive into a pretty powerful story from the world of martial arts about legacy, respect, and a brand new championship that's trying to answer that exact question. Let's see how they're pulling it off. This quote from Grandmaster Jerry Fastfeet Fontanez, wow, it just cuts right to the heart of the whole issue. It really captures this deep frustration that a lot of seasoned martial artists feel, the sense of being forgotten by the sport they gave their lives to. And that feeling, that became the spark for a whole new movement.
So that feeling of being kicked to the curb, look, that's not just one person's opinion. It's a feeling that's spread far and wide. So before we get to the solution, we really need to understand the problem. Let's start with Section 1, Legends Left Behind.
I mean, can you imagine spending decades honing your craft, competing, literally building a sport from the ground up, only to find that as you get older, the spotlight just moves on? The promoter of this new event, he puts it bluntly. The community loves its young competitors, but that love doesn't always come back to the elders. And the result? The very pioneers who created the stage are now left feeling like they're on the sidelines.
But, out of that frustration, a really powerful idea was born. Because if the platforms that are already out there won't honor the legends, well, maybe it's time to build a new one. And that brings us to Section 2, a championship with a mission.
The solution has a name, the UMAN OG's Fountain of Youth National Championship. And the name itself kind of tells you everything you need to know. OGs stands for older guys and girls, and its entire purpose is to create a special place where these seasoned competitors aren't just the opening act. No, they are the main event.
And hey, this isn't just some idea. It's actually happening. The event is set for September 20th, 2025, right in the Bronx. The minimum age to compete is 35, and trust me, the age divisions go way up from there, all the way into the 70s. It's amazing.
And that really gets to the core of it all. This championship is designed to give these martial artists a chance to, in the promoter's own words, finally be important again. It's all about restoring that sense of value and recognition that they feel has been lost over the years.
So, how do you make legends feel important again? It's about more than just giving them a stage to stand on, right? It's about recreating the magic of the era that they defined. That brings us to Section 3, bringing back the glory days. And they're really committed to that old-school vibe, right down to the rules. The tournament is actually reviving the scoring system from Karate Illustrated magazine back in the 1980s. So instead of all these complex modern point values, the rule is super simple. One clean technique, 1 point. That's it. It's a really powerful nod to a classic era of competition. And that connection to the old days? It goes even deeper. The organizers are actively looking for martial artists who were ranked in the original Karate Illustrated, and they aren't just getting an invite. Their entry fees are being sponsored. That's a huge sign of respect for their legacy. Yeah, it's a gesture that just perfectly sums up the whole mission here. This isn't just about saving someone a few bucks on an entry fee. It's a core part of the mission to actively show their respect to the champions of yesterday.
Okay, so a nostalgic rulebook and a powerful mission, that's all great. But an event like this? It's only as good as the people who actually show up. So who's answering the call? That takes us to Section 4. The stars take the stage.
And wow, the lineup is already looking impressive. You've got the promoter with the vision, Grandmaster Fontanez. You've got high-caliber competitors like Tito Iglesias Vazquez stepping up to fight. You have icons like Toki Hill and Tiari Cassell attending just to support the cause. And you even have media legends like Willie the Bam Johnson there to document everything. This isn't some small reunion. This is drawing serious names from all over the sport. Let's just take one of those competitors for a second. Tito Iglesias Vazquez. This guy is a participant in the ITF World Championships. We're talking a top-tier global event. Having an athlete of his caliber register for the 50 to 54 division gives this whole thing immediate credibility. It proves this isn't just a fun get-together, it's a serious competition.
And this is where you see that mission to honor the past really come to life. Kendu Allah, one of those original Karate Illustrated rated fighters, he's coming back to compete. And true to their word, his entry fee is fully sponsored. It's a promise they made, and it's a promise they kept.
Okay, but a one-day celebration isn't enough, right? For this to really have an impact, it's got to be about more than just a single trophy. That brings us to our final section, building a lasting legacy.
7. Now, what do you think this number means?
Is it the number of sponsors? The number of weight classes? No. This is the number of competitors already registered for the 70 to 74-year-old division. Just let that sink in for a minute. If you ever doubted whether there was a real demand for this, that single number is your answer. It's powerful proof that these legends are absolutely ready to get back on the mat.
And, winning here means something. It's not just about a trophy you stick on a shelf. The winners of each division can then fight each other for extra points, and that all leads to something even bigger: getting an official rating in a modern martial arts magazine. This creates a clear path for these athletes to build a new, contemporary legacy.
So that publication is Deadly Art of Survival magazine. By printing these new ratings, they're making sure the achievements here get officially written down. It creates this amazing bridge between the historic rankings of the past and a new record for today's seasoned champions.
And the whole thing is wrapped up in an experience that's designed to feel, well, historic. Competitors are going to sign a collector's item t-shirt, winners get interviewed on site. The entire atmosphere is being built around this one idea. When you participate in this, you become part of history. It's about creating a memory just as much as it is about winning a match.
The UMAN OG's championship offers one answer for the martial arts world. But the question it brings up, it's universal. It applies to any field, from science to art to business. How do we make sure the pioneers who built the very foundation we all stand on are not just remembered, but are actively celebrated by the generations to follow them?